Not that many lights. They're on. Neon.
Everyone, please say it 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, good evening to everyone. And as usual, I would like to wish everyone a very happy spiritual day. I know all of you, most of you are old students, so you know what sadhu, sadhu, sadhu means. All right, there are new students too. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu means at the beginning, if you do, that means it's a welcome.
Welcome.
Yes. That so its meaning is like wonderful, right? Great, like that. Somehow in all 3 so dharmic religions and dharmic teaching. So more than religions, let's say teachings. So in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, they have used this for a long period of time. So in the middle, if we say sadhu, that means we appreciate. Instead of saying thank you, we appreciate. We respectfully accept it. Yeah. And at the end too, when we say sadhu, it's a conclusion and at the same time, an appreciation, right? So I think now all of you know, right? Yeah, right. So Vipassana meditators, I mean, all students, they started Vipassana meditation already. And I hope you are progressing, but it's a harder meditation than the Anapanasati one. So you need a lot of patience, and then you have to develop a lot of insight, right, about yourself. And then you have to understand what actually impermanence is. So not from the books or by the words of the teacher, you have to understand it by your own experience. I taught you about the experiential wisdom. That's what you should have now. What you should develop is the experiential wisdom, not the wisdom, not the philosophical wisdom that you gain by thinking and thinking and thinking. So you need that, but this is totally different. So not the hearsay wisdom. That means by reading you get knowledge. By hearing, listening to a great, so enhanced people, enhanced Bantes and other sadhus, and so such kind of so samadhi wise, that means practice wise. So enhance people. You listen to them and you gain some knowledge. But so this is totally different from that. We need that, but this is different because you are going to gain knowledge all by yourself. So you need the other Bhantes or any other teachers' guidance. But when you practice, you have to experience it yourself. Right? If not, this will be another session where there is a where what so just like in other classes, so the teacher teaches and the students note, and then they keep in mind those theory stuff, and then they write for the exam and die. So this is not like that. You are learning about yourself by your own experience. That's what you are doing through Vipassana meditation. You see what's happening on your body. Then it opens the door for you to understand what's happening inside your mind. Then you realize, actually, even though I gave more importance to my body, the real importance relies on the mind. And then you realize, then again you realize, so even though we see the body, so we can't see the actual body. So normally when you look at me, you see Bhante Chandini. But later on you will understand, when you gain more and more experiential wisdom, you will understand actually there is no any Bhante Chandima. There is no someone that you can call as Bhante Chandima eternally. This is a nature so a nature which is arising and passing away each and every moment. Then at the same time you will realize about yourself, who I was calling myself throughout my life, I, my, mine. And I was developing a lot of attachments. I developed a lot of craving. And out of that craving, then I harmed so many people. So many times. So you will realize, but at that time, instead of remorse, you will develop wisdom to forgive yourself and to let your past go and to appreciate the present, and at the same time, to make peace with all kinds of natures, inside and outside. So you will develop these understandings within. We call this understanding, in a brief term, Sammaditthi, right understanding. It is not Buddhist understanding or Hindu understanding or Christian understanding or Jain understanding or Islamic understanding or something like that. You understand things as they actually are. That understanding doesn't have a label. Right? So that's what you are going to do. And then you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your own experience, right? So whenever you realize, whenever I'm talking to the old students, since they are practicing Vipassana, so whenever you realize that a sensation arises and passes away, let's say you observe the top of your head, then what happens in that particular area? You experience a coldness was there before. When you observe for the second time, there is no that coldness to experience. It's gone. Instead, you have a heat in that particular area, or you have numbness. You have some kind of other sensation. Then you have to realize. Then you have to believe in that. You have to develop confidence in that. My body is arising and passing. So my sensations, they are rising and passing away. Just like that, my body also rises and passes away. Impermanent, impermanent change. Right. So like that, you have to believe. So you have to believe in your experience, and you have to give your entire attention. So if you are practicing breathing meditation, so please give your entire attention to your breath. And if you are an old student, if you are practicing vipassana, so give your entire attention to the area that you are observing, right? So, and giving your entire attention, keep on, so believing in yourself, believing in your experience, keep on working, calming down yourself, and making you understand about the natures related to yourself, right? So please work like that. So Mr. Frank and Miss Tim, they joined before too. So if you like, if you were continuing at home, you can practice vipassana. If not, so you can start with breathing meditation again. So breathing meditation. So in breathing meditation too, since if you are a newcomer, you are instructed to practice the basic one. So the first step. So please keep on observing the breath as it is. Don't go to change it. Let it come, let it go naturally. And observe the breath only up to the end of your nostrils, right? Up to the end of your nostrils. And so, Ms. Chirin and Deepti, please, so Dikshita, please come to the front. So, observe the breath up to the end of your nostrils. When it's coming in, be aware that it is coming in, you are breathing in. When it is going out, please be aware that you are breathing out, right? If it is soft, if it is gross, if it is long, if it is short, let it be so. Just keep on observing as it is. Don't let your focus to waver. So keep on developing the focus on your breath, and let the inner peace and inner happiness to develop naturally. Your job is just to focus. So then when you do your job, the other things will happen automatically. Let your harmony, let your inner peace and inner happiness to develop itself. You can't forcibly grab them. They have to develop. Just please do your job. And Vipassana meditators, as usual today too, we will practice the first step of Vipassana meditation. What is that? You will start observing the sensations with that pop up. The area, that means the top of your head. The top of your head area. So, and then after that, you will scan the front area, right? The whole front area. Whatever sensation that you experience, it should be a real one, a sensation which exists right now, that you can experience right now. So observe it, and whenever you felt a sensation, remind yourself, this sensation is impermanent change. And then then move your attention from the front portion of your head. So front portion of your head to the right side of your head, and observe a sensation. Observe this area, and whenever you observe, find out, experience a sensation, and remind yourself, this sensation is also changing impermanent. And then right ear, and then the back area of your head. Within that area, any sensation that you experience, please be aware, and then remind yourself, this sensation is impermanent change. And move your attention to the left side of your head. And within that area too, any sensation that you encounter, please be aware. It should be a real sensation, a sensation that exists right now. Right? Don't imagine. So then after that, please remind yourself, this sensation is also changing, impermanent. And then left ear, right? Then after that, so forehead area. Stop from the forehead area. When you finished observing a sensation on your forehead area, move back and start again with the top of your head, right? Like that. Please keep on rotating. Got it? Do you have any question? I mean, Vipassana meditators. Yes.
So how long do you last?
Yeah, one area maybe 10 seconds. If you if you couldn't feel any sensation within that area, so please wait for about another 10 seconds. Still, if you don't feel any sensation, don't crave for a sensation, right? Then you are breaking the balance of your mind. So then very calmly understand still your sensitivity. Yeah, so your sensitivity has not grown to a level to feel subtler sensation. So please move to the next area, right? Then to the again practice the same way. So you observe. If you don't feel a sensation, you wait for 10 seconds more. If you don't feel any sensation in that area too, please don't feel frustrated. So it's not you have to understand the reality and you have to be with the reality. So understand that your concentration level, your sensitivity has not grown up to a level to feel the sensation in that area, and please move. Then gradually you will, whenever your patience grows, whenever your sensitivity grows, you will be able to feel the sensations in all those particular places. So if you feel multiple sensations, let it be so, just understand. If you feel one sensation, let it be so, please be aware. And whatever it is, so please remind yourself. So please remind yourself that this sensation is also impermanent, changing. Like that, please keep on practicing. So I think for the new meditators, they got it, right? Any question about breathing meditation? Right, okay. Then we are going to start the silent meditation time. Please keep your legs nicely. Please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm and let your whole body to relax. Vipassana meditators, please determine yourself. So determine yourself to stay without moving your body as far as possible. That means as much as time that you can stay without moving your body, you determine to stay like that. If it is very painful, that's fine. You can change the posture, but please try to stay without moving your body, keeping the body still with the same posture. So as far as you can, right? That will help you practice Vipassana meditation, right? Now, everyone, please relax your whole body. First, I will pay our respect to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Then we are going to start the silent meditation time. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Itimeso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vinyacharana sampanno sugato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Sata deva manusanang buddho bhagavati swakato bhagavata dhammo sannitiko akaliko pasiko opanayiko paccatang veditammo vinyuhiti Supanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujupanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Sami cipanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yugani Ate purisa puggalam Ese bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anutterang punyakitang lokasati Sadhu Sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive, patient mind, very patient mind. Please start your meditation. If you are practicing breathing meditation, please give your entire attention and practice breathing meditation. If you are practicing vipassana, please practice vipassana meditation, giving your entire attention, entire focus. Whatever the meditation technique that you practice, may that practice become very, very successful. Very, very successful. With that wish, everyone, please start your meditation right now. May you be well. Please start right now. everyone, please keep your eyes closed. But if your legs are paining, you can relax your legs, but very slowly, slowly. Now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in breath. Calm down. Let's share our loving kindness, first of all, with ourselves. Pay your entire attention towards yourself and spread your sincere loving kindness first to you, towards you. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards yourself. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards our parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. May my parents, my dear mother, my dear father, my teachers, my relatives and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards the neutral people. The people who are not our enemies, not our friends. The people in the middle. May all the neutral people be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards the enemies. We all are beings with negativities. So out of various kinds of negative emotions, time to time in our lives, we might have taken wrong decisions to hurt the others. So since we all have negativity, so we should not think that the other people as enemies. Time to time, because of those negativities, things happen in our lives. So first, please forgive them. And for the things that you did to hurt them, ask forgiveness mentally. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards the enemies. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. Peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards the enemies. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the universe. Let them be human beings. Let them be divine beings. Let them be animals. Let them be any other kind of being. Equally, without discriminating any of them. Spread your loving kindness towards all of them sincerely. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness to all the beings. All the beings. Now, very calmly and peacefully, everyone please open your eyes. Open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax. Now please join your palms together and please say 3 times Sadhu, Sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dharma friends, so before I start today's teaching, I would like to remind, don't forget to do the daily practice. So just like you need food for your body to survive, for the mind, we need meditation to survive, right? So, so please dedicate some time, allocate some time daily for your practice. In the morning, make sure if you are so breathing meditation practitioner, so allocate 15 minutes. So 10 minutes breathing meditation, 5 minutes loving kindness. If you are a Vipassana meditator, please dedicate a little bit more. 5 minutes, please practice breathing meditation. Then 15 minutes, please practice Vipassana. So after Vipassana, at least 2-3 minutes, please practice loving kindness meditation, right? If you can dedicate more time for Vipassana, I really appreciate. But I understand all of you have a lot of, so you have busy schedules. At least please spare 1 hour for yourself. So for eating, you spare time, right? You don't say, so breakfast time, I don't want to eat breakfast. So you eat breakfast, you allocate time. When it is the lunch time, when you feel hungry, you don't say, oh, I don't want to eat. So lunch time, I want to skip it. You want to eat. So just like that, allocate time for yourself. Just like you allocate time for meals, for the well-being of your body, please allocate time for the well-being of your mind, right? So it will make you, even though let's say you won't develop and you don't attain the enlightenment, that's fine. You will gain a lot of benefits in this very life. So in this very life. So therefore, since you are going to gain a lot of benefits, mental benefits, physical benefits in this very life, please allocate time and practice, right? So only human beings can do this. You can't teach an animal how to meditate. It will run here and there and it won't understand. Even though you are from various kinds of backgrounds. Some are Sri Lankan, some are Indian, some are American, some are Vietnamese, some are so like that, various countries. But you understand what I say. You have become very fortunate to meet this technique and practice. So why don't you use this fortune and practice? So therefore, be happy, be grateful that you made this practice. And so here, I'm not trying to convert anybody from any religion to any religion. I'm not going to make anybody a Buddhist, a Hindu, a Christ, a Jain, or somebody like that. So here we are teaching you. The Buddha's purpose was that too. We are teaching you to understand you. So that's the most important thing. You might understand so many other stuff. You might understand a lot of languages. You might understand a lot of fields. I mean, there are a lot of fields. Mean mathematician knows mathematics. So software engineers knows those stuff. So more than all those understandings, the most important understanding is understanding you, who you are. So if you understand all those external things, if you don't understand yourself, you are not actually a knowledgeable person. The other people might say, oh, you have graduated from so Harvard University, Berkeley University, that university. So more than, yes, you need that education, more than you have to educate yourself about you. So this technique teaches you to understand you. Why don't you try and understand you, right? So then please allocate time and practice. So that's what I can do. So I can just instruct you. So there is one English saying, 50 may take a horse to the water, but so right, one may take a horse to the water, but 50 cannot make it drink. So I think you understood what I meant. So please practice. So I can teach you. Buddha said, Tumhi kichang atappa akha taro tathagata. You are the one who have to strive hard. Practice well. Akha taro tathagata. Akha means the road. Akha taro means the teachers, the Buddha and all the other kinds of great teachers, they were Akkhataro. They were the people who guided, who showed the path. Okay, go this way, don't go that way, like that. They showed the path. They gave you the map, right? So, and they gave you the map. You are the one who has to follow the map. Let's say you want to go somewhere and Google Maps give you some kind of directions, but you go somewhere else. So will you go to the right place? You won't go. So like that. So modern simile, right? So please practice like that. So then allocate time and please practice. I understand because I practiced and I got a lot of benefits. I know you are, so some of you are not from, so maybe not very spiritual background. So sometimes you might not have, in the past, you might not have understood, had enough time to practice. And so still you might not know, not have enough proper understanding about the technique, or maybe you don't have enough confidence in the technique, so that sometimes you might feel not to practice well. So I understand that. I understand you, but still I want you to gain as much as benefits that you can, right? So that's why I'm asking you again and again to practice well, allocating time. So love yourself and work hard for yourself, right? Today I'm going to teach you about impermanence. Impermanence, anicca. Old Indian word is anicca. So in Sanskrit we call it anitya. In Pali and other Prakrit languages, so there are so many Prakrit languages like Sauraseni, Magadi, Ardhamagadi, Paisati, like that. So Abiri, like in all those languages, the word is anicca. Nicca means permanent. Anicca means impermanent. So impermanent means, so people, when we teach people that everything is changing, people think, oh, we understand. So then we ask, how do you understand? Then they say, yes, the baby becomes a young man. Young man changes to a middle-aged person. Middle-aged person changes to an old-aged person and dies. This is change, impermanence. But actually, this is not the actual impermanence. Yes, this is the effect. effect of impermanence. But Buddha used the word for this, viparinama, the evolution. Evolution. So Buddha used parinama, viparinama for two purposes. One is the world evolution and the other one is the bodily evolution. So reaching the stages because of impermanence. But actual impermanence is beyond that. You have to listen very carefully to understand how the actual impermanence happens, the way how actual impermanence works. Because it's impermanence, it is not only related to a particular group of people. It is related to all of us, right? We all face each and every moment the impermanence. Dear Dhamma friends, we have to understand this body is made of, so this body is made of 4 elements. In Sanskrit, let's use Pali. In Pali, we call it, so Buddha called them Patavi. In science, same thing. In science, we call it solid element, Patavi. Then second one, Apo. In science, we call it liquid element, same thing, right? Tejo, then Vayu. Vayu element means gas element. But there's another element that Buddha teaches. So Tejo, heat element. Heat element means coldness and heat, both are heat elements. So we might think, oh, how coldness is a heat element. It's also a temperature element. So there are such kind of 4 elements. So this whole body from top to bottom, we are made of all those 4 elements. So then this body, so when all these 4 elements join together, there are another 4 elements that arise not before, not later, at the same time. So for an example, so you go, so you reach this wall from this wall. So distancing from this wall and reaching this wall happens not at 2 times, at the same time. Can you understand? So just like that, this happens at the same time, not before, not after. So what are those 4 other elements? Other 4 elements. Number 1, one. One means color element. Color, we see colors. So here we can see multiple colors in this Tibetan picture, right? Tanka. So it's called Tanka, right? So somehow color element. Then number 2, so odor element. Gandha. Buddha's word is Gandha, odor element. Fragrance, Gandha. Then rasa, taste element. And number 4, oja, pulp element. These are the 8 elements so that our bodies are made of.
What's the last
Pulp element, pulp.
Oh.
Yes, pulp element. So oja, the spirit.
Oh.
Yes, so oja element. So these are the 8. And so when they go together, the nature is they are continuously arising and passing. So these 8, so in Buddha stage, in these, the combination, the tiniest combination of these 8 is called as the atom. So the atom, and in science too, so we describe the atom, but still the atom, description of atom in Buddhism is very much deeper than the scientific teaching. Somehow the characteristics, they are the same. So no problem. So we understand we have these atoms. Then these atoms, atoms, they arise and pass away very fast. In Berkeley University, in 80s, I think they built the instrument called bubble chamber. A group of scientists, they built the instrument called bubble chamber. So it won the Nobel Prize too. Nobel Prize, right? Nobel Prize or Nobel Prize, right? And then that instrument called bubble chamber, it could measure the speed of rising and passing away of an atom within a millisecond. What do you think? Within a millisecond, how fast an atom can rise and pass away? No idea. 1 after 22 zeros is the number. So this is even not a moment. This is not a millisecond. So when I do this, many milliseconds are gone already. So within a millisecond, an atom arises and passes away. One atom arises and gives birth to another atom, and first one passes away. Father atom passes away. And then the son is born. Then son's son is born. That son's son is born. Like that. So 1 after 22 zeros is the number. So this fast, this is the speed how we rise and pass away within a moment. Since the speed is so fast and our naked eyes, the eyes of us, they are not powerful. So when we compare to a dog, the dog can see further than us, but we can't see that much far. So our ability to see is very limited. So we don't see that. So we think everything is permanent. But the truth is, we are changing very fast, physically. So, so an atom, right? So an atom, an atom, Buddha said, so Buddha's word is atta kalapa, combination, the combination of 8 elements. So atom. So Buddha says, atom's lifespan is 17 lifespans of a thought. Can you understand? Within the lifetime of a physical atom, 17 thoughts arise and pass. So what do you think? Is the body I or is the mind I? What is I? Is the mind I? So Buddha said, if you want to call I, you can call the body I, because it lasts longer than the mind. But the mind, you cannot call the mind I at all, because it arises and passes away faster than the body. So one day a group of monks asked the Buddha, "Oh Buddha, can you let us know how fast the mind arises and passes away?" Then at that time there were no these kinds of machine guns and all those stuff. So at that time, the only thing that that Buddha could use was the simile of a bow, right? So Buddha said, let's say there are 4 very strong archers. And these four archers have very strong bows. And they have four far-going, smooth arrows. They have four arrows. They are very smooth. They can travel very far. They come to a four-way junction. And they face the four directions. So one to the east, one to the west, one to the south, one to the north. And not before, not after, at the same time. They release those four arrows, to the sky, so with their maximum speed, giving their maximum speed. Then Buddha said, there is a runner who can run very fast. This person runs fast and catches those four arrows before they hit the ground. Buddha asked, can you understand that speed? Those Bhante said that even catching one arrow without letting it hit the ground is a marvelous speed. How can I understand the speed of catching four arrows? Then Buddha said, more faster than that, the earth rotates. Then Buddha said, more faster than that, the moon rotates. More faster than that, the sun rotates. More faster than that, the mind arises and passes. But we think we have the same mind that we had when I was a baby. That's not true. People cling to past moments, and you think, oh, that time I did this terrible thing, that terrible thing, and you cling to them. You have to understand that Buddhi is gone. That mind is gone too. But you cling to that thought, and you keep on producing thought after thought after thought after about that particular experience. But we have to understand, we are changing this fast. We are changing this much fast. This is impermanence. The you, right? Let's say Bhante Chandim. The Bhante Chandim who was in the previous moment is not, you can't see him now. He's gone. And when I say ah and when I say ye, you are gone for uncountable number of times. We think this person is I, but in reality, this person has changed from this nature. So nature of being has changed for multiple times, uncountable number of times. So we normal people who don't have much understanding, the right understanding, they think that they can see the same person, same object twice. So they develop, when things go wrong, they develop a lot of grudge, a lot of anger. And so when situations come to develop jealousy, they develop jealousy. When situations come to develop ill will, they develop ill will. Right? Why? No right understanding about yourself. So even though you can't stop that, even though you have a higher education, you have to have this education to stop that wrong kind of thing. So you have to learn about yourself by your own experience. So now I taught you what is impermanence, but still your negativities, will they go away at once? No, tomorrow you are the same person. Next week when you come back, when I ask what is impermanence, you don't remember. That's for sure. Let me bet $50. Right? So that is the truth. So you have to realize with an open mind. not according to religious perspective or any other perspective, according to the perspective of the truth. Openly you have to see you, part by part, bit by bit. And you have to understand you. And you have to let your negativities go. The negativities, they won't go. So even though you understand somewhat, still the negativities won't go at once because your mind is used to them. So you have to develop wisdom. You have to let the wisdom grow to let them go. The more your wisdom becomes solidified, then solidified, then solidified, they will go. So until then, they won't go. They'll hide. So they are just like fish inside the pond. When you put something to catch them, they run here and there, right? And they hide. When you take the net out, they come back. So like that, there are various kinds of negatives. I told them about them last time. So work hard to get rid of them. And so try to live a life free of all kinds of negativity. Right? And so now you understand what is impermanent. You are changing from moment to moment. Even the five senses, you have to understand they are impermanent and they are changing from moment to moment. The mind is just like a hardware of a computer. When you open a particular app, so it focuses completely on that app, right? So just like that, for another example. So let's say there are 6 refrigerators here. Right? There are 6 refrigerators. So you open one door, and then what happens is when you open the door, the bulb, the light inside, it turns on. So when you closes the door too, you don't see the turning off of the light. You just see the light is on. You close the door. And you open the next refrigerator, and again the light is on. In that refrigerator too, the light is on. When you close it, you don't see, physically you don't see that the light is off. So like that, you open and close all those 6 refrigerators, and then somebody comes and asks you, are all the lights of these refrigerators on or off? So if you don't have wisdom, or if you don't have any understanding about the refrigerators, you say all the lights are on. Because I saw that. All the lights were, when I opened them, lights were on. When I closed them, they were on too. They are on. So our 6 senses are the same. So we have 6 senses. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. We think that we can do multiple things at the same time. But we have to understand they are changing moment to moment. The consciousness, it can't work with 2 at once. When you see, you can see. When you hear, you only can hear. When you taste, you can't see, you can't hear, you taste. Right? When you feel a fragrance, all the other 6, they are there at that moment. But since this is happening very fast, you don't realize. You think, oh, at the same time, I can listen to Miley Cyrus Flowers. on radio, and I can watch. So I can watch. What do you call it? Right, some kind of a new movie, right, on your TV screen, and then so you can feel your child who is on your lap, right? You can like that, and then so you are eating something and you can feel the taste at the same time. But the truth is, you can't do like that. You can do one thing at a time. This is the reality about you. So why we can't see that? Because impermanence is happening that much fast. Minds are rising and passing away that much fast. And the focuses, they keep on changing that much fast. All of you are beings of impermanence. You have to understand that. Not only you gain this hearsay understanding from the teachers and by reading or by listening, so by reading or by listening to other teachers, so you have to understand this. But that's not enough. You have to practice ardently and you have to experience it all by yourself. That's how you really understand the impermanence. When you realize that, what will happen is then your negativities will start to pass away. And then, so then what will happen? Your positivities will start coming up. Loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, then balance of mind. All these kinds of positivities will start growing and growing and growing. And then finally, you will attain the ultimate peace, ultimate happiness, Nibbana, one day. But you have to keep working hard. Even though you don't attain Nibbana, that's fine. You are going to gain a lot of benefits in this very life, right? So please keep on working hard, allocating time. Now we are going to finish. So everyone, please think together, all of us gathered here, and practice this noble non-sectarian meditation technique, breathing meditation and vipassana meditation, and accumulated a lot of positive energy. We share all this positive energy with all of us, among all the meditators and our family members and all the beings. By the power of this positive energy, may all our troubles be away. May all the good things happen in our lives. Practicing the Dhamma path, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, please join your palms together and please concentrate. Abhivadana silise nichang vada pachaino chattaro dhamma vadanti ayuvangno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjato. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very peaceful. Sukhi hotu. Good night to everyone. Good night, Mr. Huad.
Thank you, Bhante. Good night to you. Thank you, Jamie.
Oh, good night, Mr. Huad. May you be happy. Good night, Sahana.
Good night, Bhante. Thank
Good night.
you.
Yeah, thank you, and good night, Jaime. Buenas noches.
Thank you, Bhante. Good night.
Good night. See you.